Hey, hope everyone's having a good day today. Super, who, and more. Yes, you'll understand in a minute. Well, Super demands for home care to get V'd. Yeah, Super is a union here in Finland, and they're requesting that all home care and early childhood education workers to be jabbed, as well as in the entire social service and health care staff. Well, as we've discussed, it's not in the law here, but if organizations demand it, well, they won't hire you or they might let you go if you don't get it. Well, I'll add the link, but it is true. I couldn't believe it. Home care workers should be V'd as soon as possible. Bavola insisted. It's all in Finnish, I'm sorry to say, but I will add the link for anyone interested. Of course, looking at their site, you can see the one-eye symbolism, and just look at the scarpi right there in the middle. It looks like the Mason logo. I'm just saying. But we know all of this, and we can see it, but many can't, and that's why I tried to put some pictures in. When you go on their Facebook page, yeah, you can see the LGBT lightning, the faces, and then you see this number 92727. The picture got minimized there, so you lost it, but still, it's the 999, right? And then the bees shoes. Well, the bees are like one hive mind, and so much more. I mean, you can add all this together, but everyone wants to be a superhero, and of course, the healthcare department wants to be that because we know they're all interlinked with the WHO. And of course, watching the WHO yesterday, he announced that Greta has donated 100,000 euros. Oh, thank you, Greta. Oh, I'm not going to share the video clip with you because I don't want to hear her, and I know you guys don't either. I'll add the link if you want to read the article instead from Routers, instead of listening to her voice. But we all know who she is, and we all know that she's a part of the climate change community, right? She's the picture just like back in the other times when they had little girls with pigtails. The whole purpose of her there is to bring in the youth, the younger generation. Someone even asked Greta a question, and I was like, unbelievable. An adult man asking a little girl about climate change. I don't know about you, but I practically fell off my chair. And it has to be all theater. It honestly has to, because yes, children know a lot. Yes, there are smart kids in this world. But as we know, who has made our whole education system? Yeah, the Masons. So we've been even taught incorrect things, and we're having to unwind a lot of what they've been teaching us. So all I can think of is, have you lost your mind, man? This guy who's asking this question, obviously he lost all his marbles. So then he has other things growing inside his head, like these pictures there on the bottom left. Perhaps some plants, or I don't know. But Tedros went on sharing about a Big Six, the Global Youth Summit starting on the 23rd. So I wanted to see, well, what is this Big Six he keeps talking about? So I went into the WHO site, and of course you can see them. The Global Youth Mobilization backed by UNICEF, USAID, UNFPA, European Commission, Salesforce, FIFA, and heads of state and governments from all around the world. So if you know your government is linked to the WHO, which they are, and the UN, they're linked to here. So Finland is as well. But then they started to have the blue screen, and this is what I saw behind them. So there's your YMCA and so much more. And I went into their site so you could see it a little bit better. It's the Global Youth Mobilization. Short is GYM. Well, GYM. Well, I started to think about that, and well, I also went to calculate and look at all the other organizations. The Duke of Edinburgh. Look at that. Of course, right on the days that he has passed away, they're announcing this. Interesting, right? Well, anyway, back to the GYM, GYM. What could I find? Well, I found this. Of course, we know the G, the Y, of course, looks like a pyramid. There it is at the bottom. And of course, we know the M. And then put it all together, you see it right there, clear as day. Just sharing for anyone who's maybe new to all this. But the YMCA, we know, the Chiro, they had it in their site. You can find it in Wikipedia. Unbelievable. But anyway, Dr. Maria Neira was talking. I'm not going to have a clip of her. Absolutely not. She has a Medal of National Order of Merit by the government of France. So we know exactly who all of them are. They all give each other awards. And honestly, it opens my eyes to more and more of how not only were they the KKK, but they also formed all the flags, just like the Finnish flag. There it is, in plain sight, there in the mix. I hope you see it, and I've tried to enlarge it here. And there it is, because you can see the lion, which they call having sisu here in Finland, gumption or oomph, and the Finnish flag. Unbelievable. Well, we know who the YMCA is, but this is the other way, YWCA. Well, that's a women's organization. Ugh, whatever. But the Duke of Edinburgh, of course he had to be linked with this, of course, right? So there he was, but we all know exactly who they all are. Look, I used to admire them until I realized how evil they actually are. They're not just kings of nations. Yes, God does allow kings to be placed over nations, but unfortunately, they are all Freemasons, which makes them wicked, evil, Knights of Malta. I mean, come on. They're all linked, all one, and they're all a part of this. And if you don't believe me, you need to start looking into who is leading your nation, because our nation, there he is, and our neighboring king of Sweden, they're giving each other awards and badges and whatever else. And if you don't think that is the case, there's also celebrities, pastors, and leaders of all nations who are mixed into this. Just harder to find and harder to locate. So if you think that they're a part of the Lions, Rotary, any of these groups, they're all affiliates of the Freemason. I'm just saying. So test everything, seek wisdom, and just try to enjoy the day. And ignore what is going on if you need to, because sometimes it can be overwhelming. All right, God bless. Take care. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll add all the links below. Till next time.